This class is 45 minutes. It's 5 blocks of work. Our first block is our cardio block, second block being strength. Third block right in the center is going to be our core focused block. And then we go backwards. We go strength block and we finish with cardio block. I don't expect anybody to remember that, so it's all good. Inside of the chat is our playlist, links to donate. If you want to donate to me non-monetarily, a post goes a long way on any social media platform. My handle for Instagram is Mandee Miller Fitness. If you wouldn't mind tagging me, that would be awesome because then I can repost it. And again, no pressure to do either. This is just for us to have some fun and to get our sweat on. So shall we get started? Answer equals yes. So before we hit play on anything, we're going to go ahead and make our way to our space and just kind of like get our mind right. Yes, my cats are going ham on this plant. I've tried. I've given up. They're just going to eat the plant. Good news is it's safe for cats. So there's that. So no music yet. I want you to bring your feet nice and wide apart. Lift your toes, even if you're not wearing shoes, just lift your toes and move your feet around. So I'm going to invert and evert my feet, just noticing how that feels on my ankle joint. Lift off the heels, lift off the toes. Do it again. Invert, evert, lift, and release. Let's do it one more time just to kind of feel our feet on our flooring. Whether or not you're in shoes is totally practitioner's choice, and shake it all off. Notice if you're just kind of feeling tired from going to bed late or just had a really crazy weekend, just kind of let it all out. And let's take a deep breath in as a team and a deep breath out. Good. We're going to make our way to our playlist. Today I'm using 8s and a mini band. If you have them, awesome. If you don't, totally fine. All right, so let's hit play as a team in 3, 2, 1. Hit play. Once you've hit play, we're going to start with our very short warm-up. Our warm-up is about 3.5 minutes. At the end of the warm-up, we're going to go over that first movement, so we're all on the same page with that. All right, so kind of a fast tempo. I'm going to start with my feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to start with arms today. Reach up, pull, return, roll the shoulders. Reach up, pull down, return, roll the shoulders. I'll show from the side. I'm reaching up, I'm pulling down, I'm rolling those shoulders. Last one. Reach up, pull it down, roll the shoulders back. And we're going to start with a little hamstring curl. Hands on hips, shoulders back and down. So this is a low impact cardiovascular warm-up. I will offer up some higher impact options as our bodies start to get warm. Good. So we're going to keep the legs going and add the arms. Supinated row, wide grip, pull it back. So I'm turning my palms to face up as I pull my elbows back behind my ribs. And if you feel like this is coordination station, population us, it is. It wakes the brain and the body up. So feel free to slow it down or cancel out upper body, lower body so your body can get used to this. Give me 4 more. 3, we're going to keep our feet wide in 2 and 1. Good, feet wide. Big circle down, big circle down, big circle down. Reach and pull. It's as if you're reaching from the sky and pulling something right into your navel. I'm pivoting my feet. Good. Last one over to the right side here. Last one over to the left. Plant the right foot, take the left leg up. I'm opening and returning. It's like you're doing a weird jack. Let's do 2 more on the left moving. Last one, and we'll switch. Left foot's planted. I open, I close. Good. Let's do 2 more on the right. Last one. Bring out the wrists. Bring the knees up to the chest. Good. Hands behind the ears here. Shoulders back and down. Reverse lunge to the right. Reverse lunge to the left. Hands can either stay put, or we're going to add in a little rotation of the shoulders. So option 1, I stay here. Option 2, I bring the shoulders into this little circular movement. I'm going to call this a halo. So I'm drawing a halo behind my head and back around from the side, just so you can see it. I'm going around in one direction and then the other direction. Good. Last one on the right leg, last one on the left. Come on down to your mat, onto your knees. Good. Place the hands on the low back. Untuck your toes. Sit back, drive up. Sit back, squeeze the seat. Two more. Sit back, lift and squeeze. Last one. Sit back, lift and hold that squeeze. Tuck the tailbone, pull the belly button in. Gorgeous. From there, I'm going to bring my hands to the floor, sink my hips back. Pop my way into plank. Shift my weight back to down dog, pop back to plank. Let's do two more. Shift my weight back down and back to plank. Last one. Shift in and then lower the knees down. Come on back to your back side. All right, last bit of our warm up. Arms and legs up. Roll over to one side, reach. Roll over to the other side. If you roll all the way over to your side body, that's okay. Let's just do one more per side because warm up is over in 2 and 1. Okay. First thing we're doing, everything in this block is body weight. If you wanted to add something in, you could, but I'm not going to. I want to keep it simple so everybody can follow along. Are we ready? Say yes. Good. Timer starts in 3, 2, 1. First activity, double hop, open jack. So I'm going to 1, 2, whoa. 1, 2, low. If I'm not hopping, I could do calf raise, step it out, open out. Come back, calf raise, step it out, open out. So that's a nice way to modify it if you're not jumping. Good. From the side. My chest is staying lifted. Pull those arms apart so you can feel the middle of your back working. Yes, this looks nice. You've got 8 more seconds. We have another cardio move to learn in 4, 3, 2. We step it right, pull left. Right, pull right, left, pull left. Right and left. One arm, one leg, same side. Right and left. Right. Low impact. No need to complicate things. Nice and tall frame. Start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So on the second round, I could make it harder, but right now I'm just focusing on moving my body well. Give me 8, 7, back lunge, body weight row in 3, 2, this was part of the warm up. Step your feet together, reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, pull, reach, pull, pull. I could move faster. I could move deeper. Right now, I'm just focusing on moving. One step at a time. My heart rate's up. You got a little less than halfway. Notice on your row, if your shoulders are here, try to keep them depressed and retracted. Good. 8. We've got one more piece to our cardio block. It was literally in the warm-up to separate your feet. Big circle, drop. 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 So my whole body turns to the left side of the room, then the right side of the room. Get the elbows behind the ribs. Pull, pull, pull. Pause at the bottom, right? So you're in that lunged position, only now we're just facing the sides of the room. Good. Pick up your feet. Turn all 10 toes to the sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Between each set, you're going to get 30 seconds. Between each block, you're going to get a minute. We only have 2 sets. So we're going to do all of that cardio block one more time, then we get our minute, yeah? All right, so I'm not going to change this. I'm gonna move to the best of my ability, maybe even keep up with the beat of the music. I'm gonna do my best. First thing we've got, double hop, low jack open. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hop, hop, drop. Hop, hop, and drop. When I drop down, my toes and knees point out. It's like I'm kind of landing in a sumo squat. My chest is staying lifted, my shoulders are drawn back and down. If I wanted to make it a little more creative, maybe I turn it to the sides. Maybe I turn it to the sides. I do that double hop in the center. Maybe I open it up to the right. I do that hop to the center. Maybe I open it up to the left. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just stick to what's working, right? 4, 3, 2, side step, pull down. Here we go. Right with right, left with left, right and left. So I'm adding in a little side bend here to make it a little more cardio and core together. Yes, pull to the elbow, pull to the elbow, pull. Low impact cardio, but can you keep it nice and light in the feet? One thing I was just noticing with myself is I could start to feel my feet landing really hard. Think about floating off the legs. Pull, pull, pull. You won't do it again today. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5. Back lunge row. In 3, 2, bring the feet. Pull. That took me a second, right? There's some coordination involved in today's cardio actions. My upper body, pretty much perpendicular to the ground, maybe a slight pitch forward. My elbows, right in alignment with my chest. So my elbows aren't way up here and they're not way down next to my hips. They're kind of out wide. So I squeeze the middle of my back together. I'll show this to you facing backwards. If you wanted to add some light weights, you could, but I think this is plenty. 2 and 1, separate the feet. Circle and drop, drop, drop. This is one of my favorite cardio pieces because we're really breaking that traditional front to back plane, right? We're getting a nice circle through the spine. We're rounding the spine. We're also extending the spine. So we're really getting healthy in all of our joints here. Bend into those legs, bend into those knees. You got 19 seconds to your minute. So can you move just a little out of that comfort zone? 8, 7, nice Keiko, good Mary. Yes, Rachel and Holly, 3, 2, that's the end of the set, okay. You won't see those things again today. So you're welcome. Now we move into strength. You're gonna need your mini band, if you have it. You're gonna put that on your thighs. You're gonna need your medium weights, if you have them. I'm using 8s. I have both of my pieces of equipment in the back here. So while we're in the minute of rest, I'm gonna demonstrate for you at least 1 or 2 of these movements so that there's no confusion about where we're headed. 4 45-second bouts, 4 movements to learn. You got about 26 seconds to rest. First thing we're gonna do, a isometric squat. Weights are gonna start in front of you. You're gonna give me a hammer curl and turn it out into a wide curl, okay? That's exercise 1. Exercise 2, you have a moving squat with an overhead cross press. Looks like this. I drop down in that squat, I cross press, I drop down, I cross, okay? Timer starts in 3, 2, separate your feet, drop into your hips, arms are straight. 1 hammer curl, we go. 1 biceps curl, 1 hammer curl, 1 biceps curl. One thing that's really kind of the focus here is keeping the spine long, bend your knees and wiggle your toes. Yes, 1 hammer right in front of the chest, and then out to the side on that circular biceps curl. And pull towards the heart. Heart and shoulders. Last one, all the way out to the side, stand it up. I cross, I press, I cross, I press. So it is strength-based, but there's some cardio element to it. Now, if you wanted to make it harder, you could bring both arms into that cross press. Pivot off that back foot. You're halfway through it. 22 more seconds. When I pivot, I'm actually squeezing that back leg seat, right? So if I'm only doing one arm, it's the leg that's pivoting. Yes. Give me 8 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2 in time. Good. Bring your feet wide apart. Turn your palms forward. Hinge, supinated row 2 times. Rise and stand. Showing this to you from the side. Shoulders back and down. Hinge, double supinated row. Rise and squeeze. Hinge, double supinated row. Rise and squeeze. My feet are wide apart, so I'm constantly pushing my knees away from each other. Double supinated row, meaning palms are facing forward. And on the supination, I'm getting a little biceps as well. So a lot of work here. You're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, okay. We bring the weights to the shoulders. Feet start together. Squat, pulse, squeeze. Squat, pulse, and squeeze. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze your seat at the top. I don't know about you, but my back, all my erectors, right? It's strength in the back body. It's not a bad thing to feel work in your back. Your back has a lot of muscles attached to that spinal column. Feel that work, right? Make sure you're not rounding your spine. Turn to the side. Check yourself out. 4, 3, 2, and that is time. So that's the end of the first round. You only have 2 rounds. Right now we're in that 30-second rest. So do what you need to do to prepare. And band stays on. We're in that isometric squat to start. We've got the hammer curl to a wide biceps curl. Bilateral for both. We go in 5 seconds. I know, right? That break did not feel like 30, but it was. Just knees pointing forward. 3, 2, 1. Timer starts. 1 hammer, 1 wide. 1 hammer, 1 turns out. So you can see me from the side. I'm not letting my chest drop. Shh. Shh. Mandee, it's getting too heavy for me to do this. Alternate. Maybe I do one arm, then the other arm, and I come out with arm number 1, arm number 2. You got 12 more seconds. Shh. Make sure your knees are behind your toes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stand it up. Right in front of the heart, right? I drop in my squat, I cross press. Cross, cross. Pivot off that back foot, squeeze that back seat. Squeeze. So option number 1 is here. Option 2, I start pressing both of those arms. 20 more seconds. Like I mentioned, 2 sets. You're not doing another overhead press today. Good. Feet stay wide apart. Notice if your feet have gotten too close together, right? Woo, losing balance. 3, 2, supinated. So, hinge, 2 wide, rise. Right? So feet and knees pointing forward. 2 rows in the hinge. Squeeze to rise. Just so you can see my back here. Hips tip back. 2 supinated rows. Palms face forward. And then rise to stand. Showing to you a little at an angle. Shh. Mandee, I want to make this harder. Stay in your hinge and keep on rowing. You got 10 more seconds. Good. Finish it out. This is starting to burn. 4, 3, 2, banded loaded alternating side squat. So you're going to bring it into the chest, Squat, double pulse, squeeze. Yes. Did a lot of upper body, right, in the very beginning of this strength set. So this is an opportunity to give the arms a little bit of a rest, but still get load or weight work in the lower body and the core. So I feel my back working, I feel my seat working, I feel my outer hips. 15 more seconds and we get our minute. Now our next block is core. You just need a mat. Good, 5, 4, 3, finish it out, 2 in time. Awesome, set your dumbbells down. You will need them again, but you do not need them in this third set. Third block rather. All right, sip of water if you need it, I certainly do. Okay, so coming down to your mat. This one, we're moving a lot. So we'll start at the back of the mat. We'll walk our way out. Don't worry, you're not doing it right now. I'm just demonstrating for you guys. Walk your way out to plank. Walk your feet into your hands. Then walk your feet back to plank. Walk your hands back to your feet. I'm gonna do this whole thing with you. We don't stand up, okay? We go in about 10 more seconds. That's the very first thing we're doing. The other 3 things we can focus on when we get into the block. We ready? All right, back of your mat, your feet are at least hip width apart. Timer begins. Walk it out to plank. Hold. Hips up, walk your feet forward to your hands as far as you can. Maybe it's not as far as me, that's okay. Walk it back to plank, hold. Walk the hands back to the feet, hold. Walk it out to plank. Yes, hold. Walk the feet in, hold. Pull the belly button in. Walk the feet back to plank, squeeze the seat. Walk the hands back to the feet. You got 15 more seconds. Walk the hands back out to plank. Hold. This is making me sweat. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. Okay, we're on our belly. If being on your belly doesn't work, I'm going to show you something else. You're going to lift up twice. Then place the hands, curl the toes, lift your hips up, pop yourself to plank. Lower down. We do it again, lift twice. So if I'm not on my belly today, say I'm pregnant, right? I could do this on all fours. I lift my right with my left. I lift my left with my right. Then maybe I pop myself onto plank or I just hold all fours. That's a great way to modify it, say if you're pregnant or if you're just really tired and you're like, girl, there's just no way. That's a great way to continue to move. This is 3, this is 2. Flip over onto your back. Next 2 exercises are on our back. You can always hold your head. So I'm gonna roll to my right, extend everything out to the side, come through the center, roll to my left, extend everything out to the side, come back through center, roll to the right. So say I need to hold my head. I come back through center, I hold my head, I tuck my elbows in, I roll over to the other side. Try not to let the elbow rest on the floor. So for example, I'm not letting my elbow prop myself up. I'm actually hovering, pulling it in and coming to the other side. Good, we've got the 100 coming in 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring the legs to table, squeeze the legs together. Push the lower back into the mat, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, extend the legs. Point the toes, arms pump, pump, pump. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, shh, inhale. Looking down the body. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Maybe I lower those legs or maybe I bend the knees to modify. 15 seconds, lift the shoulders. Shoulders back and down, good. Last 8. Shh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's a rest. All right. So that is your core block. All you need is yourself and a good attitude. It's tough. So we're in our rest period and we're in our third block, second set. After this, downhill. Strength block into cardio to finish. So we're gonna start at the back of our mat. Maybe I'm gonna start on the other side of my mat. Why not, right? Timer starts in 2, 1. It's the inchworm walk out. Walk it out to plank. Hold your plank. Walk the feet in. Hold your forward fold. Walk your feet back. Hold that plank again. Walk the hands back to the feet. Hold your forward fold. Walk it back out to plank with the hands. Squeeze the bottom. Walk the feet in to meet the heels of the hands. Forward fold, pull the belly button in. Walk the feet back to that plank position. Squeeze everything, stack the shoulders. Walk it back to your toes. Hold. Walk it out. You're done in 7. 6, we're on our bellies in 5. 4, no matter where you're at, take it down to the knees. Lower yourself to your chest. 2 superhumans. Lift. Lift again. Place the hands next to the chest. Bend your knees. Lift your booty. Press yourself up to plank. I modify that every time because it feels good on my back. Lower with control. Untuck the toes. Lift for 1. Quality over quantity. So I only have 19 seconds left and I've only done this twice. Is that a bad thing? No. Maybe I move slower next time. Maybe I move quicker. You know, just listen to what your body needs. 2 superhumans. You're done in 5, 4, 3, 2. Flip over onto your back. This one. I come over to one side. I roll. I come back through the center. I hug. I come over to the other side. I roll. Maybe a little further this time. Back through center. So if I need to hold my head, I can hold my head here, but don't let the elbow crash down to the floor. Pull it in. Maybe I connect elbows to knees. Open out to the side. Come back through the center. How are you finishing your core today? Yeah, and if you need breaks, is that okay? Absolutely. Take care of yourself. You're done in 9 seconds. So we got one more thing left in our core block, which is going to be our 100. This is tough. 3, 2, set yourself on your back. Pull your belly button in to press into the lower back. Take the legs to the sky. Let's point the toes. Arms, curl and lift. Pump the arms, inhale and exhale. Maybe this time my legs come down a little lower. Maybe I don't even worry about pumping the arms and I just hold this position because I have to hold my head, right? Maybe I can lower and lift the legs on the inhales and exhales. You got 15 more seconds to play with that. Your main concentration is the curl of the abdominals, our rectus abdominis. You're there in 4, 3, 2. That's the end of the block. You get a minute to rest. Okay, so our core block is going to start on the mat. You will need just your dumbbells. So mat and dumbbells for this next block. All right. Is anybody else as sweaty as me? Right? That's a sweaty one. I feel like strength work always makes me sweat. So, okay, so I'm just bringing my weights over here with me. Our first thing we're doing, you're still in rest period for about 30 seconds, by the way, so just chill. You deserve it. We're going to be in a kneeling position. If kneeling doesn't work for you, by all means, you can stand or you can sit however you see fit. Here's the challenge. We're going to bring it into a thruster with a halo. We just need 1 dumbbell. So I'll hold my single dumbbell. I'll thrust and halo. I'll come back. I'll thrust and halo. So you see this from the side. I'm tucking that seat. My knees are together. My heels are together. I'm creating a nice narrow base. Shh, and back, okay? All right, timer starts in 3, 2, and 1. Lift and halo. Lift and halo. So it's kind of powerful from the floor. And then descending, I'm controlling that return to my heels. This is our strength block. So we're still working our core, legs, glutes, shoulders. We're putting all of that together. 9 more seconds. We'll need our second dumbbell next. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, grab your second dumbbell. We're gonna stay in this kneeling position up top. I'm gonna bring it right in front of my chest. 1 front press, tip the hips back, 2 kickbacks. Return, 1 front press, hips back, 2 triceps kickbacks. Come forward, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Push, pull, push, pull. There's a lot going on here. Lean it forward, keep those toes on the floor. You're done in 2 and 1. Good, stand yourself up. Right foot, right hand is not moving. Left arm does a single arm row. Single leg balance, single arm pull. Now, if I'm really struggling for balance today, my toes of my left foot can stay on the floor. But if I lift them, I work that glute a little more. Maybe I lift them together. Good, 15 more seconds on just this side. What do you think's happening next? Second side, right? No surprises here. 4, 3. Takes a little bit of concentration. Good, switch your feet. So now I'm on my left foot. Right toes are lifted, right arm pulls. Maybe my leg moves with me. Maybe it stays static and lifted. Maybe it stays static and is on the floor. This is the most supported position, to have your foot grounded on the floor. So at least I have my toes on the floor for balance. Or they're lifted, and it's a little more challenging for me to find my balance on the left foot and a strong row on the right arm. You're done in 4, 3, 2, and that's the end. Good, your 30-second rest. So we're gonna come back to the mat here at the top. It's the thruster with the halo, 1 dumbbell. If you wanted to add the second dumbbell, you could. That might be a great way to progress the workout. Second piece of this, 1 Pavlov front press, 2 triceps kickback. So we're extending and extending from the back, all right? Then we've got our single arm, single leg row. All right, I can't believe it, but it's already time. So I am gonna do this with both of my weights just so you can see what it looks like, and then I'm probably gonna bow out. So let's do our best. Halo, return, halo, return. Squeeze my seat, right? If I don't squeeze my seat, where do I feel it? I feel it in my back a little bit. Not in a good way. You know the difference between good and bad pain? Pull everything in. It's as if we're rising up and we're meeting an opponent who's gonna try to punch us right in our middle. Pull everything in, brace here to really keep this nice and active and supported. This is 6, 5, 4, give me 1 more on this side. 2, keep the second weight, right? So I'm gonna rise up into that half kneel, right? Or full kneel rather. Push, hips come back, 2 kickbacks. Why am I not moving faster? Because look at my feet. My feet wanna lift off the ground. You're only doing 1 Pavlov press, so you can just cancel out that second one that I just showed you. Just 1, tip forward, 2, 1. Pull it in, 1, lean forward, 2, 1. Good, squeeze the seat, 1 press, lean forward, 2, 1. Good, you got time for 1 more of these. Lean forward, 2, and 1. Awesome, stand yourself up. Left foot balances, right leg lifts, single arm pull. Shh. Again, if I wanted to make this harder, I bend, extend, extend. So if I'm struggling with balance today, am I going to add that progression in? Probably not, because it's only going to make it more challenging for me to do the original exercise. So maybe just stick to the basics, really build a solid foundation, and then when you're ready, adding something more snazzy into the equation. Switch your sides. Balancing on the right. And some of us might know right away, I balance better on one side. So maybe on side number one, I struggled. And in side number two, I'm like, oh, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Add that progression in. There's nothing wrong with doing something a little bit different on the second side. Listen to what your body needs. Listen to what your body needs. We got 15 more seconds in the block. You're not going to do this again, okay? So last time doing the single arm pull, really squeeze the middle of your back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and that's the 60 to rest. Now, you don't need anything for our final block. So for me, I'm just going to go ahead and strike my set a little bit, make sure I know everything's located. Obviously, I have my mat down because I don't wear shoes today. I want to make sure I've got some shock absorbency underneath my feet. So we're going to move into that last block of work. We've got some boxing-oriented cardio to start, and we've got some more combinations to learn. Cheers. I'm going to show you what you're doing in this last 20 seconds. First thing, we guard our face. We're slipping right to left, fairly quick. You're literally leaning side to side with your hands in front of your face. That's exercise 1. Exercise 2, hip circle, curtsy knee. One side only, we do the other side. Last exercise, 2 crosses, drop down, and we do a little fast feet. 2 crosses, drop down, fast feet. Are we ready? Say yes. Timer starts in 3, 2, 1. We slip right, left, right, left. Inhale, exhale. Shh. It's a fairly cardiovascular side bend. Right, left, right, left. Dodging some punches, my friend. Half there. I feel my sides already working. My knees are bent. My hands are guarding my face. Can I maintain the same beat that I started with for 9, 8. We're going to move the right leg first. It's a hip circle, curtsy, side knee. Come with me to the front. I come into that hip circle, curtsy, knee, return. Hip circle, curtsy, knee, return. Hip circle. I'm losing my balance today. Hip circle. Maybe I cancel out the return for a little less clunkiness. Circle, curtsy, knee. Circle, curtsy, knee. It's my left leg that starts to go, when do we change sides? Pretty soon, you got about 12 more seconds. Hip circle, curtsy, knee. Hip circle, curtsy. Hands anywhere. 5, 4, 3, 2, switch your side. Hip circle, curtsy back, bring it into the knee. Hip circle, curtsy and knee. Mandee, if I wanted to, could I make the leg straight on the hip circle? Sure. So it's a big hip circle, I curtsy back, I bring that knee in. So I'm getting that post-exhaustion of our side. We're really healthily moving that hip joint as if it were truly that ball and socket. We want to get it moving in all 3 dimensions. Good. You got 9 more seconds. Woo. Circle, curtsy and knee. That wasn't beautiful, it wasn't perfect, that's okay. You're here. 3, 2, wherever you're at, you're gonna meet me. 2 crosses, fast feet. Mandee, I'm not jumping. Cross forward, drop down, pick up your feet. Cross forward, drop down, pick up your feet. So if you're looking for more, mid-air switch, fast feet. Mid-air switch, fast feet. So there's levels, right? Plyometric was that mid-air, and then the modification was the sweep. Yeah, 10 more seconds. Drop down. Could be this. Drop down. And could be this. Drop down. Done. Okay. All we got to do is do that one more time today. Whew. Okay, how about this playlist? Pretty fun, right? It helps me to not take myself too seriously. So last 4 45-second challenges. Bring your feet wide apart, guard your face. We go in 3, 2, 1. Slips right to left, right, left. Stay low, lean, lean, lean. From the side, my feet are mat width apart, bent knees, lean it to the right, lean it to the left. Mandee, this just feels like it's a little too fast for my body. Go slow. There's nothing wrong with going slow. Just because it's a cardio block doesn't mean you have to go crazy. Move at a pace that feels attainable for you to maintain for 12 seconds more. So I'm gonna curtsy, knee, hip circle, left leg first. 3, 2, good, right balance. I bring it into the hip circle, curtsy back, knee, hip circle, curtsy back, knee. Maybe I let that foot land, maybe I don't, right? That added kind of moment of just single leg balance, maybe I add a little hop. Circle, curtsy, knee, hop. Circle, curtsy, knee, hop. Nothing wrong if I land my foot. The hop is there to progress it should you want it. Drop it back, finish this side, let's switch it to the left. Circle, curtsy, knee, add the hop if you want. Circle, curtsy, knee. Maybe a calf raise instead of a hop because it's just too much on the joint, right? Circle, curtsy, knee. Maybe instead of that, I cancel that. I do a big straight leg circle. Long lever, harder work. You got 20 more seconds. Yes, work on that mobility of the hip. This looks really good. Nice, Holly. Super strong, team. 9 more seconds on side 2. Circle, curtsy. Maybe add the hop. Circle, curtsy, knee. 5, 4. We've got one thing left to do today. Join me with your feet parallel. 2 cross hops. Drop in, fast feet. 2 cross hops. Mandee, what if I want to fast feet a little longer than you? Great. I'm not looking for you to beat me or for me to beat you. I'm looking for you to work on you. So whatever working on you looks like and feels like, you've got about 20 more seconds to work into today's workout. So you can feel the ending coming, right? Can you jam it up just a little bit? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds. 3, 2, you're done. Okay, perfect timing. Catch your breath. We're gonna stretch 2 minutes and we'll be on our way. So make your way over to your playlist and move it to the last track. It's of course a Britney Spears track, so you're welcome. And then we're gonna make our way back to our mat. So personally, you can use whatever music you want. Something that's calming ideally. So once you're on your mat, bring yourself into a high kneel position. Take your hands to your hips. Lean back a little bit. Roll those shoulders back, tuck the chin in. Walk the ear over to the right. Take the left arm, wrap it around a little deeper and push down on the shoulder. Come back through center, roll it over to the left. Now I'm over to the left, right? I'm gonna take that right arm, wrap it a little deeper. So I feel that stretch through the side of my body. Good. Then from here, I'm gonna come onto that right side, take it into the left side bend. So you're gonna feel that deep stretch through the left side body, wring out the left wrist. Come back to the left knee, walk it over to the left now. Extend the right foot. Your right foot's entirely on the floor. Left hand is entirely on the floor. Big side bend stretch. Squeeze the seat. Bring out the wrist of the right. We're gonna come off of the hands here. So take a seat. Once you're seated in a position of choice, Take your hands to your knees and roll back. So you're gonna feel a little bit of a stretch through the spine, pull the belly button in. Lift up, right hand comes behind you, left hand comes to the right knee for the twist. Deep breath in, twist a little deeper on the exhalation. Return through center and we'll go right on over to the second side. Lift the chest and twist towards the left. Breathe in. Exhale a little bit further. Good. Soles of the feet slide forward, fold into the lower body. So I am bending my knees a little bit. I'm letting my head descend towards my thighs. Feel free to pull your toes using the heels of your hands towards your face. So you can feel a little stretch through the back side of the leg, the calves, maybe a little of the hamstrings. Gently roll yourself up. Good, from here, we're gonna come on down to our back and we're gonna stretch our hip flexors. So hands come to the floor, feet flat, lift your hips up. Just feel for a moment that nice little openness in the front of the hip. Press into those heels, nod the head from side to side, and slowly bring the hips back to the floor. Last stretch, knees into the chest, drop them over to the right, look over the left shoulder. Really span out with that left hand, knuckle side down. Bring it back through the center, drop them now over to the left, open up the chest on the right. So we're trying to stack our knees and get the shoulder of the right on the floor as much as possible. And if it's not on the floor, it's all good. We're all different, we all feel different stretches. As long as it's not feeling like it's a bad pain, right? Come back through the center, rock your way up to sit. And that is all she wrote. Yes, we did it. All right, so questions, stick around and we'll talk. New video was released today. It's from October, so you'll see it on my YouTube channel. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for coming.